West Ham, in fact, Nicky's had enough, so he's left me in charge now.
I've seen him doing so many.
End of the season, isn't it?
So many, end of the season. Loads of them been there.
3-1 home win against Everton.
Yeah.
Great result.
Yeah, great result. Nice to finish on that positive, to be fair. I come and obviously see Nicky after the United game. It is a bit unfortunate not to obviously, break our bollocks, if you like, and do that one. But yeah, today we were phenomenal. I think obviously Lanzini was, standout character. Obviously Arnautovic, we know how good he is. Apparently Lanzini's on his way. I don't know how true that is, but it don't surprise me. I think he'll probably fill that void that Coutinho left at Liverpool, wouldn't he? So it'll be unfortunate. But then we've got to stand to the ball to recruit the players now, isn't it? Who can we attract is another question, but let's see what they can do.
Yeah, the thing is, I've looked at the other results, and I think that puts us up to 13th in the table. So going on 2 months ago, we'd have took this, to finish 13th, wouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely. That's what the owners want to see, I think. I think now they've probably got they'll have the mentality between them to turn around and go, what were they worried about? We finished 13th. We ain't really got to do much. I'm hoping they haven't got that attitude going into the summer, because obviously it's clear that we need to, maybe another little transitional period. What they're going to do with the manager. Obviously it's gutting with Collins. My old man said as well, when he come on, obviously he knew that that's his last game.
Yeah, as soon as Noel will give him the armband, you sort of know.
Yeah, exactly. And then he walked round at the end, didn't he? Obviously crying and that. But it means that much to him, and it means that much to us. And you need players at the club that are going to obviously get that sort of love across, don't you? So
let's talk a little bit about Lanzini. If rumours are true and he's off, one thing I'll give him credit for, he still turned up and played, and what performance from him today.
Exactly.
Two great goals.
He done what Payet did a couple of years ago, if you like, didn't he? He got hold of the team today, carried them, scored 2 good goals, and you can't ask no more than that. Creative player like he is. We missed him when he's not been there. That low sense of gravity, duck and dive, beat players like they're not even there. Create, opportunities for other players. So we can't ask no more than that from him, to be honest. And if he does go, which I hope he don't, obviously, being biased, but if he does, then that forward's got to be filled as well with someone hopefully as capable, if not looking to be better than him.
Let's talk a little bit about David Moyes. This could be his last game for West Ham today. Sum him up. For me, I've been a bit critical of him, but he's come in, he's done what he's had to do. Last 3 games, 7 points out of 9.
Exactly.
If this is his last game, what's your thoughts on David Moyes?
I don't know, really. I was a bit like you at the start. I think, obviously, 6-month emergency loan contract, with a view to a permanent feature. The games, like I say, 7 out of the last 9, the last 3 games, you can ask more than that, but you don't really, considering the situation that we're in. We're safe going into this one, safe going into United one. Like I say, it's difficult to see that, obviously, we didn't really do our bollocks against United. We did today, but I'm not so sure whether you give him a contract. I've said to everyone before now, and I stand by that, if you brought him in even on that emergency loan deal, how can the owners now look him in the face and say, look, we can't offer you a deal? He's done, like you said, the idea was for him to come in and keep us in the league. He's done that with a couple of games to spare, isn't he? But that's not because of what we've done, that's because teams below us are shit.
David Moyes as well hasn't actually come out and said that he wants to stay at West Ham, but let's just say David Moyes goes. Who do you want to see bring in? I know Mancini left his role today at St. Petersburg.
Pellegrini, Mancini. I know there's talk about that Fulham geezer as well. Is it Jokanovic? But then they might still be coming up. They look to be the strongest team in the playoffs in that section there, Fulham, don't they? But maybe a Pellegrini. But then these managers, Pellegrini, Mancini, they went into Man City and obviously got a load of money to spare to obviously splash on the players. And look where they are now. Are they going to be able to, is any one of them two, going to be able to go into the board and go, look, I want 100 million. And I'll make it happen for you.
It's going to be a massive summer for West Ham. There's a lot of people that need to leave. There's a lot of people we need to bring. But the first thing we need to sort out is that managerial role. Yeah,
managerial speaks for itself, don't it? Once you've got that set in stone, and once that's concrete, then they can start obviously guiding the players. Start getting new additions. Obviously, we've got a World Cup on as well. So I'm hoping that we can do any business. Well, I say any business we're going to do. Hopefully, all the business we're going to do maybe prior to the World Cup. And then gel them and get them in early, start the pre-season early if we have to, gel them and get them going for the new campaign. But I don't know who you get, really. Obviously, I think the 2 keepers are going to go. Obviously, Hart speaks for itself. I think Adrian potentially will go as well. I know there was talk about getting 2 new keepers, but maybe Butland's a shout. Just that Pickford for England, that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? I don't know why you don't stop that on Arnautovic one. Professional keeper.
Straight through a minute. But Nick, listen, mate, just before we go, talk about Ginger Pele. He's been a great servant for West Ham. Should they give him a contract?
Well, I've tweeted a lot about him, Ryan, and I think it's, like I say, he bleeds a claret and blue like we all do. He plays for the crest, he plays for the colours. As soon as he gets a shirt on, he don't shy away. Everyone knows what he's all about. Yeah, he's coming to the end of his days, but I probably would give him another deal. I said, how can they not? I'm standing there, clapping him and seeing him getting emotional. We're all getting a bit choked, like I say, especially when Noble give him the armband at the end when he come on. which was a lovely touch. It's difficult to sort of see players like that. Although one day they've got to go. There's players that, I think he could do one more year. But then again, right, when you conceded 67, 68 goals, something's got to give in it. And unfortunately, if that's going to be Collins, it's the sort of...
What worries me about Ginger Pele is that Cardiff had just come up as well, and they're going to be looking for experienced Premiership players. He's the next Cardiff boy, so finish off his career now.
Exactly, yeah. It wouldn't faze me him going to Cardiff. I mean, obviously they're going to need a few more experienced players coming up. They're not going to know what it's all about, and they're a good enough team to be there. So I'm hoping that we do get to play against him. I'm hoping that he just doesn't give us, as much as what he gives for us for them. But it'd be nice to see him in a higher case, team in that league. I think Championships will be his level now. Yeah. I'd love to see him stay. But
Nick, look, mate, it's been a tough season, home and away. But look, I just want to personally say thank you so much for all your time on this channel this year, mate. It's been a pleasure, mate.
Listen, I've said to a lot of the other boys, I said, look, you guys, what you're trying to achieve and what you are achieving, providing a good platform for everyone to come and have a say. So, yeah, keep up the work, mate. I'll be there next year.
Lovely. See you soon, mate. Have a good summer. Take care, mate.